Sula Vineyards Limited presents its Q1 fiscal year 2026 financial results, highlighting key performance metrics for the quarter ending June 30, 2025. The presentation complies with Securities and Exchange Board of India regulations and is available on the company's website. Investors are encouraged to review the detailed financial statements for a comprehensive understanding of the company's performance. Sula Vineyards Limited's Q1 fiscal year 2026 highlights showcase a robust growth strategy. The company focuses on expanding its market presence and enhancing product offerings. Key initiatives include diversifying wine varieties and strengthening distribution channels. This strategic approach aims to capture a larger market share and drive sustainable growth, positioning Sula as a leader in the wine industry. Introducing India's first still muscat and low alcohol wine, Sula Muscat Blanc, with just 7.5% alcohol by volume. This refreshingly light and aromatic wine enchants with bright notes of citrus, lychee, and rose petals. Perfect for any occasion, from casual brunches to festive dinners, it promises to elevate every special moment. In the first quarter of fiscal year 2026, revenue from operations reached Rs 118.3 crore, a 7.9% year-over-year increase. Gross profit rose to Rs 89.8 crore, up 14.6% year-over-year. Operating earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization surged by 46.1% to Rs 18.3 crore. Own brand sales hit Rs 102.3 crore, with elite and premium shares improving to 74.7%. Wine tourism revenue grew 22% to Rs 13.7 crore. Revenue from operations reached Rs 118.3 crore, a 7.9% year-over-year increase. Gross profit rose to Rs 89.8 crore, up 14.6% year-over-year. Operating earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization surged 46.1% year-over-year to Rs 18.3 crore. Own brand sales hit Rs 102.3 crore, with elite and premium share improving to 74.7%. Wine tourism revenue grew 22% year-over-year, driven by expansions and new openings. In the first quarter of fiscal year 2026, revenue reached Indian rupees 25.8 crore, marking a 9.4% year-over-year decline. The premiumization trend continues, with the elite and premium segment growing to 75% from 71% last year. This shift highlights a strategic focus on higher value offerings despite a decrease in the economy and popular segment. Wine tourism in the first quarter of fiscal year 2026 achieved its highest ever revenue, driven by increased footfalls, record occupancy, and spend per guest. Average room occupancy rose by 100 basis points year-over-year, while visitor footfall increased by 12% year-over-year. Despite a 2% year-over-year decline in average room revenue, strong wedding demand and favorable weather contributed to this success. First quarter of fiscal year 2026 saw a 7.9% decline in revenue from operations, with own brands down 1.8% and wine tourism up 22%. Cost of goods sold increased by 22.1%, impacting gross profit, which fell by 5.1%. Operating earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization margin dropped by 445 basis points. Despite challenges, the company aims for healthy profit growth in fiscal year 2026. The company experienced a challenging first quarter of fiscal year 2026, with revenue growth impacted by urban demand softness and excise duty hikes in Maharashtra. Despite a temporary setback in wine placements, the company remains optimistic about long-term benefits. Cost of goods sold increased due to a new wine sourcing model, while strict operational controls helped reduce employee costs and overheads. The focus remains on achieving healthy operating profit growth for the rest of fiscal year 2026. Sula leads the Indian wine market with over 50% share, boasting a winery capacity of 18.2 million liters. With 800 plus acres of vineyards and 25 zero point of sale touch points, Sula's diverse portfolio includes 68 labels. The company has achieved a robust financial performance with a 116% profit after tax compound annual growth rate and healthy return ratios, while fostering sustainability through solar energy initiatives. Our diverse portfolio includes 69 labels across 14 brands catering to various price points. The category split features Elite with 21 labels, Premium with 15, Economy with 10, Popular with 6, and 17 import labels. This wide range ensures options for every consumer preference, enhancing our market reach and customer satisfaction. Sula boasts a robust distribution network across 23 states and 7 union territories in India, with approximately 25 zero points of sale. The network includes 51 distributors, 12 corporations, 14 licensed resellers, 6 company depots, and 3 defense units. Additionally, Sula exports to 29 countries, supported by regional and corporate offices and an own production facility. Sula secures over 90% of its annual wine grape supply from 800 plus acres of vineyards. With long-term contracts up to 12 years, Sula ensures stability and growth. Direct farmer engagement enhances productivity and quality, while strong brand trust facilitates seamless acreage expansion, supporting Sula's long-term growth needs. Sula's wine tourism thrives with facilities like tasting tours, gourmet dining, and luxury resorts, attracting over 300 zero visitors annually. The Source and Beyond in Nashik and Domain Sula in Karnataka enhance the direct-to-consumer wine business. Expansion includes a new tasting room at ND Wines and the Haven by Sula Resort, boosting room capacity by 30%. Sula is committed to sustainability by optimizing packaging with lightweight bottles and installing up to 2 megawatts of battery energy storage by the third quarter of fiscal year 2026. This will store excess energy for peak times, reducing costs. Rainwater harvesting reservoirs store over 36.8 million liters, cutting water usage by 15% over 4 years. Solar energy generates 4 million kilowatt hours, meeting 66% of annual needs. Our strong performance track record is evident with a 10% compound annual growth rate in revenue from operations, reaching Indian rupees 619.4 crore in fiscal year 2025. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization margin improved to 24.1%, while profit after tax margin stabilized at 11.2%. Elite and premium revenue grew at a 17% compound annual growth rate, and wine tourism revenue surged by 35%, highlighting our strategic focus on high-value segments. Our growth strategy focuses on calibrated capacity expansion and product development. We aim to launch new products, including 3 wines like Muscat Blanc in fiscal year 2026, and expand sales to carbonated soft drinks. Enhancing brand visibility through SulaFest and Pan-India tastings, we also plan to expand wine tourism with new facilities and strategic mergers and acquisitions in the Indian alcoholic beverages industry. To drive growth, we focus on calibrated capacity expansion and product development, launching new wines like Muscat Blanc in fiscal year 2026, expanding sales to carbonated soft drinks, increasing wine listings, and enhancing the national presence of the Source and Rasa are key. We aim to boost wine adoption through SulaFest, Pan-India tastings, and strategic mergers and acquisitions in the Indian alcoholic beverages industry. Thank you for your